What's up, everybody? This is episode 55 of Beyond the Kai podcast, and we are going to be talking about Sam Larusso and Tory Nichols from Cobra Kai. And before we get into all that, um, welcome my co-host, my friend Melissa.
Hey, Bonsai, how's everybody's holiday going? Christmas is around the corner.
Right.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
um. Oh, and did you see Cobra Kai kids video that he posted?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen it yet. I've just been busy. What was the video?
Oh, um, I didn't see it either as well. He but I did see the thumbnail of it.
Oh, what was it?
Um, um, I think it, it was his um I think it was him with the cast of Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? I haven't watched it, but I did see the thumbnail. Cobra Kai Kid. Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually did see the thumbnail. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't see it though, but I am gonna um after this podcast is over.
It's gonna be great. I'm so glad we have him back, you know?
Yeah, me too. Um, let's see. What do you think of Tori's and Sam's um uh rivalry going into friendship, and what do you see the writers um uh taking their characters?
Honestly, I loved it. I loved their rivalry from the beginning. I mean, I actually think that their rivalry was better than in terms of rivalry, that their rivalry was actually better than Robbie and Miguel's because their rivalry was a pure rivalry.
Yeah,
It was like pure hate, it was like pure hatred. Like Robbie's and Miguel's were like it was great, but it was like more like based on misunderstanding and bad timing,
right.
miscommunication. Um, Sam and Tori's, there was legitimate bad blood, like legitimate. Like Tori literally wanted to rip Sam's face off with spikes. She literally like wanted to bash Sam's skull in. Like she wanted to
Yeah,
smash Sam to pieces. Like
yeah,
that was a real intense hatred rivalry.
and don't forget, Tori wanted to murder Sam in season 3,
Yeah, I mean, I
but
don't think she legitimately wanted
but
to murder her.
but but she didn't though.
Right. No, I'm saying I don't think she legitimately wanted to murder her. But I do think she wanted to smash Sam to pieces because she was so like because she just was so like um she wanted to fight Sam, like she wanted to win. Like the fight wasn't like she legitimately followed John Kreese's mantra where the fight wasn't over until she said it was. Meaning that she until she won, she was gonna keep coming after Sam. But I don't think like she meant like to legitimately murder Sam, but she did want to smash Sam to pieces in season 3.
Yeah, I just saw the look on Tori's
Oh yeah, you can make
face.
the argument that
That's
she,
all.
that she could have killed
That's
Sam.
all I saw from Tori.
Like here's the thing, you could make that argument. You could legitimately make that argument that Tori could have killed. I'm not saying that Tori wouldn't have killed Sam if because she was coming at her with nunchucks for God's sakes,
Right.
who which is a deadly weapon. So I'm not saying that Tori couldn't have killed Sam, but
Yeah.
I don't think like when Tori broke into Sam's house, she wanted to murder Sam. I just think that she wanted to, in her mind, wanted
Yeah.
to finish the fight because, like I said, she was following John Kreese's mantra where the fight was not over until she said it was, and in her mind, while Sam may have won the school fight in season 2, um, legitimately speaking, although Sam came out more damaged than Tori ever did. But legitimately speaking, like Sam won that fight. But just because Sam won the fight doesn't mean that the fight was over. Doesn't mean that Tori considered the fight to be over.
Yeah.
She didn't, and she made it clear she was going to keep going after Sam until she said the fight was over. And in season 4, she basically did when she quote unquote won the All Valley tournament. Even though she technically didn't because Silver bribed the ref. But she,
Thanks, Silver.
yeah. But that was when she decided the fight was over. And
Yeah.
um but I thought it was a really interesting. I thought it was a really, really good, great rivalry because they were definitely the female versions of Johnny and Daniel. Even
Yeah,
more so than Robbie,
exactly.
even more so than Robbie and than and Miguel, because their hatred was more based on circumstances. Um, their hatred, their rivalry was based on more circumstances.
Yeah.
Um, and it just, it was really incredible how they played that out. And honestly, if you would have asked me season 3, even in season 4, I would have said there's no way you could ever make these two friends. Allies, yes, you could because and in order for them to become allies, they would have to have a common enemy, which they did. I would have said, I mean, even going into season 5, I would have said there's no way you could make these two friends. Like you might be ending the rivalry, but there's no way you can make these two friends. There's too much legitimate bad blood. There's way too much bad blood. Yes, allies, because they need to come together. We need them together to beat Silver. We need Robbie, Miguel, Sam, and Tori, and to a little bit of a lesser extent, Hawk and Dimitri. Um, and we need Johnny and Daniel and Chosen all together on the same side, on the same page, because that's the only way they're going to succeed at anything. That's the only way they're going to truly win. I never would have thought that these two could ever be friends. Never.
Well, oh,
But I am proud and honored to say that season 6 proved me wrong. And I love the genuine friend. I love the genuine friendship between them because it's genuine. They put the past behind them. Like
right,
they littered. Yes, there's bad. Yes, there was bad blood. There was legitimate bad blood, and from both sides. But they they both made the choice to move forward from it, to let the past be the past. And that's what you do. That's how you legitimately end a rivalry. That's how you legitimately make peace. It's like, you know what? You messed up, I messed up. We both messed up. We both made mistakes. We're both responsible for whatever it is that happened between us, both of us equally. And somebody has to make the first move and apologize. And honestly, I'm glad it was Sam. I am glad it was Sam. Now, granted, I thought it might be Tori because while Sam was no angel in this rivalry. She was no angel. She did a lot of things, but she did a lot of things that she should be sorry for. But when comparing notes, you all of the things Sam said and did can be petty compared to where Tori took things. And that compared to where Tori escalated things to levels they didn't need to be brought to. And yes, you can, and that's where I say it's more like their rivalry is based on circumstance because Tori's life pretty much sucked.
right,
So that's why I said their rivalry is based more on circumstance than misunderstanding or jealousy or anything like that. And I mean, yeah, there was definite jealousy between them, and I think that fueled a lot of. I think that fueled a lot of things, both with Tori dating Miguel and that sparked some jealousy in Sam and Sam's lifestyle, like where she has this stable lifestyle to wonderful parents, this big huge family that loves her so much, and she's financially secure. Like Tori's jealous of that. I think Tori, that's basically what Tori sees Zara as, and rightfully so, because that is exactly what Zara is. That's what Tori once perceived Sam as. Like, and Sam is not a spoiled princess. She's way better. She's way better than that. She's so grounded.
yeah,
And she was, because she was taught better than that. She was taught to appreciate, while she was taught to appreciate what she has, she was also taught that there are other people out there that are not as fortunate as she is. But the thing of it is too is that you also have to understand is that Sam was not aware of Tori's circumstances. She was not aware of it
until
until the end
seasons
of season 5.
later.
Yeah, until the end of season 5. Nobody said anything to her. Nobody brought Sam to Tori's perspective. Not even Amanda, which honestly, like, I love Amanda's interactions with Tori. I think were the best part of season 4. And I wish we'd gotten them season 5. And I'm glad we got a little bit of it in season 6. I wish that if Amanda was going to since Amanda elected herself as the third party, she needed to act as a third party and explain and sit Sam down and explain to her why she was helping Tory, what Tory's situation is. Miguel actually acted like a better third party, like a legitimate third party than Amanda did. Like all Amanda did really was just understand. All Amanda did was, I mean, I realized that that was not her intention, and I realized, and her heart was in the right place, and I realized that she legitimately believed that by doing this would stop Sam and Tori's rivalry. But doing it the way that she did, it made it seem like she was on. She made it seem like she was taking sides, and she wasn't helping Sam to understand Tori's side. She was just telling Sam to let it go, and it was too late by that point because there was too much damage that was done for her to just simply let it go. I mean, Tori legitimately gave Sam PTSD. She did.
Yeah, she did.
She did. And you can't just, that's not something you could just let go. Or, in Amanda's words, not allow to dominate your life. Like, she never, like, she basically, all she did was really just tell Sam to just let it go. And and she didn't really help Sam see Tori's side of things. And she should have. And that would have been the great, perfect moment to do that. And it would have brought her and Sam closer to get her and Amanda closer together by doing that.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I mean, and I respect Amanda and I love Amanda's character. I really do. It's just like she understood Tori's she understood Tori's and I get that, and I love the fact that Amanda relates to Tory and giving us that background of her character where she was once a troubled teen and where she made a really bad choice, where she acted on her anger and made really bad decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And but she never helped Sam understand that. And it's like she could have shared that with Sam. And I get that she's ashamed of it, but like Sam needed to hear that. She needed to see the other person's side, but everybody was just expecting Sam to just do what she was told, to just listen. It's like that was not going to do it.
Right.
And if you want Sam and Tori to end this rivalry, then they needed to end it. I am so glad they needed to end it on their terms and no one else's. And this is why Miguel was my favorite number one character, because even unknowingly, he legitimately acted like the best third party that didn't just tell Sam to let things go. He said, I know you hate Tori, and you have every reason in the world to. So he acknowledged that Sam does have a legitimate reason for hating Tori. He wasn't just telling her to just let it go. He acknowledged that she has her reasons and wasn't just dismissing them. But he also brought into perspective, he also was able to bring her into perspective by saying that while I understand your side, I also understand Tori's side. And you don't know what it's like to go to be in that, to be where she is. I do. And for her to step forward like that had to have been really difficult. And now she's come to you for help, and only you can decide what you want to do. That only you can decide where you want that to take you, for where you go from here with that. Only you can decide where you go from here with that. And Sam
Yeah.
legitimately, she listened. She took those words to heart. And she did more than just listen. She did more than that. Because, like I said, she could have just called Tori and asked to meet her at the Larusso house. She did. She took it a step further. She went over to Tori's house. She went over there. She saw what Tori's. She saw for her. She allowed herself to see for her own eyes. And yeah, she didn't expect to see what she saw, but it opened. She allowed her to. She allowed herself to, and it opened her eyes. She was like, "Whoa, Miguel was right." And I mean, and now I understand why my mom wanted to help her so much. But and like she immediately she immediately she dialed back. She dialed back whatever it was, whatever anger she felt at Tori, she let it go right then and there. She just let it go. And my hat's off to Tori too. Like she let Sam in. She let Sam into that house. And if you take note of Tori's character, she doesn't let anybody into that house. She never even let Kreese into that house. Usually when Kreese just shows up at her door, she comes out and she closes it. But Sam she lets in. And I think because Tori's a skilled people reader. And I think she knew that no matter how she felt about Sam at that moment, just personal opinion wise, she knew Sam came there with good intentions. No strings attached, no nothing. She was
Yeah.
there with good intentions. And that's why she let her in. I think deep down she knew she could trust Sam, despite their rivalry. I think
Right.
she knew that she could trust her. And I and I like so sorry. I hold like that is my favorite scene in season 5. My favorite scene of them. And it's like you really see the growth in both those characters just really shine right through. Like whatever it is that they felt for each other in that moment, they let it go. They're past it. Because and it's like because it's showing that they've grown so much where they understand the real stakes even better than Daniel and Johnny and Chosen do. And at times, I mean, season 5 Chosen was MVP, but even better
Oh,
than
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Melissa, but we have um, we have a special guest in the house.
okay,
The one and only
Cobra Kai
Pie
rapper.
Rapper.
Hey, what's going on? What's up? What it
What's
do,
up?
everybody? How's it
Yo, what's
going? How's
up?
it going, y'all? Hey, what's
Yo,
going on?
how's it going?
Doing good. Can't complain. Can't complain here. How about y'all?
Oh, we are just talking about uh
The Sam and
Sam
Tori
and Tori
rivalry.
and their
Okay.
history.
Yeah, we seen a lot of that. That was the
Yeah,
from like a downfall to up. Going up there. You
Right.
know what I mean?
I was just
Yeah.
saying like how Tori is just personally out of both Miguel and first personally listen, I love Miguel and Robbie's rivalry slash brotherhood. I really do. But in terms of like rivalry, I have to say that Sam and Tori's are my favorite, just
Hmm.
because of how intense it was, and like there was legitimate hatred between them.
Yeah,
Well,
Right. Definitely.
definitely.
yeah, I mean Miguel's and Robbie's. There wasn't really a like theirs was really based more like on misunderstanding and miscommunication and bad timing. Like, yeah, they didn't like each other, but that's mainly what it was based on. Sam and Tori's rivalry was a legitimate hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimate
Right.
hatred.
Yeah.
And I said I love how they really explored that. How they took the time and really, really delve into really exploring and expanding that out. Like, I mean, let's be real here. I mean, Tory could have straight up killed Sam in a lot of those fights. Like,
Yeah.
like now, was that her
Well,
intention?
she didn't though.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
Well, it was mainly because Sam like either blocked or was a little legitimately more
Look
skilled.
at Robbie and Miguel's fight from the school fight. Remember that? Remember
Right, yeah.
when
Yeah.
Robbie was just so mad about it and like he kicked Miguel off the rail and stuff, and look what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Robbie had tunnel vision though.
Yeah, he did, and
Yeah.
it was a legitimate accident. And
Yeah.
but that just goes to show you that while Robbie wasn't intending to kill Miguel, that's what almost happened.
Right.
And like I said, Tory went into this fight. I don't believe that Tory went into this fight with the thought of killing Sam. I thought that, but I'm not saying that that's not what could have happened. That I'm not saying that that's what couldn't have happened because Tory was taking things to a deadly level. And Sam could have been killed.
Right.
Sam could have been killed, especially in season 3. But Tory had that mindset, and I was saying to Underground, like Tory had that mindset where Tory was in Kreese's mindset where the fight was not over until she said it was.
Right.
And even though Sam won the fight at the school fight, it didn't mean that the fight was over. And not in Tory's mind. And
from Kreese. She learned that from Kreese. Remember that?
Yeah.
The fight's not.
Yeah. Fight's not over until you say it is. That's what I was telling Underground. It's like she had that mindset from Kreese, and that's why she did what she did. And like I said, she wasn't I don't believe it was her intention to kill Sam, but she went into the season 3. She definitely wanted to smash Sam to pieces.
Yeah, especially her face.
Yeah.
But and as I said, even though Tory wasn't going into those fights with the intention of murdering Sam, she that I'm not saying that is not what I am not saying that Sam couldn't have been killed because of the lengths that Tory was going to in those fights with her, and she was taking things to an unnecessary level, and I told Underground that, if you would have asked me season 4 and even season 5, if I could see these two being friends, I would know there's no way. I would have said no way.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much legitimate bad blood between them.
Right. Too much.
Literally. But I am proud to say and honored to say and happy to say that season 6 proved me wrong. I am glad that we got them as friends.
For sure, definitely. It was about that time, like the end of the season and stuff, not like in the middle of it.
Yeah. I am really glad that. Now, season 5 or season 4 and season 5, I would have just said, listen, we need them together. We need them on the same page. I can't see Sam and Tory as friends, but I can see them as allies. Just having each other's back.
Yeah. Because if they became friends on season 4, they would have been like too rushed or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like too rushed, that's what
Yeah. And I mean, And if you would have also asked me if season 6, maybe I'm glad. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's a little bit of part of the reason why they gave more episodes and drew it out the way that they did. Because I would have said that season 6, final season, too much at stake, too much high stakes. You can't focus on that. Um, there's no way you can realistically make these two friends. There's just
Right.
no way. I'm just happy with them as allies and working together, which
Same.
which I am. Don't get me wrong. Even if they decided not to make them friends, I would just be happy with them as allies because we
Right.
need them in the same dojo. We needed them in the
Mm-hmm.
same dojo,
That's
and
it.
um. But I was
Look how
also
that turned
telling
out season 6.
Underground
Yeah.
that my favorite scene in season 5 with these two is Sam going to Tori's house.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
is my favorite scene
Yeah.
because, and I said to Underground, like, don't get me wrong, Sam has been no angel in this rivalry with Tori.
Oh yeah. We
She's
understand that
been
after what she went
no
through.
angel.
Right.
But when you compare notes, the a lot of things Sam did to Tori can be chalked up as petty and reactive to what Tori did,
Right.
and who escalated things to a whole new level, levels that it didn't
Mm-hmm.
even need to be brought to.
Right.
Right.
It's like I love Amanda's connection to Tori, and I said this underground. I
Mm-hmm.
love Amanda's connection to Tori.
Yeah. She's like a
Um,
second mom to her.
yeah,
From what it.
I love
Absolutely.
that bond really, and I hated that we didn't get it in season 5, but I am glad that we got a little
Yeah.
bit of it in season 6.
Yeah.
The only thing is that since Amanda elected herself to be the third party, she didn't really act like a third party. Listen, I realized Amanda's heart was in the right place, and I realized what she was trying to do, and I respect and love her character so much for it, and I love the background that we got from her, but it was like she didn't help Sam understand. Like she just told Sam
Yeah.
to let it go and
Uh-huh.
to,
Right.
oh, you
It
can't let
wasn't
this
enough.
rivalry
Yeah.
dominate your life anymore.
Right. That's not enough though. That's not
Yeah,
enough.
that was not enough. Like there was too much. The damage was already done between
Yeah.
the girls. And instead of just telling Sam to let it go,
Right.
he needed to show her why
Right.
she needed to let it go, why
And
she
look
was
at
helping Tori.
and yeah, and look at Amanda trying to hard to understand Daniel. Remember those episodes too? Like remember
Oh
those?
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. And
Look
that's
at that
one thing.
too.
It's like, here's the thing is though, is that Amanda never pushed herself to try to, she just took the side. The thing about Amanda's character that is a continued flaw with her is that she just takes the side of the story she that she's given. She doesn't bother to try to get the other person's side of the story, even our own
Right.
families.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a continued character flaw. Like
Right.
it's understandable where she's just only
Yeah.
given one side of the story, but it
Yeah.
if that's all she was allowed to get, but she has been allowed to get more than one side, the other person's side. She just doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
For
like
sure.
she just thinks, oh, let it go, just
Right.
move forward,
She was
look
just raised
away,
differently,
ignore,
Right.
turn away, acts like it's not happening. But these things are real. They're not going to go away.
Yeah,
Just
it's not a tournament, it's real, I mean, it's a
right.
real fight, not a tournament.
Just because you choose to ignore something or look the other way doesn't mean. And
It'll
she's
still affect you. You're like, it'll still
right.
affect you like that. Yeah.
Like you can't like ignore your past. You
Right.
can't ignore your problems of your past because even or run away from them because they're going to be right there waiting for you, or they're going to come back towards you to the present.
Yep.
And it's like I wish that if Amanda since Amanda elected herself as a third party, she should have acted more like a third party because
For sure.
the rivalry. I get that she wanted the rivalry to end, and I
Right.
get her
Yeah.
reasons, and I
Definitely.
respect her reasons for it. But
Right.
Sam and Tory, her daughter, Sam and Tory needed to be the ones to end it. They needed to
Right.
end it on their terms and nobody
Right.
else's. And she had to end. And in order to do that,
Right.
this would have been the perfect moment also to bring her and Sam closer together.
For sure.
But instead, doing the way that she did it, it strained her further apart from Sam because Sam felt like and to be honest, it seemed that way too, that she was just that she was just taking Tori's side over hers.
Yeah.
And
For
what
sure.
Amanda should have done was talk to Sam,
Exactly.
tell her
Talk to
why she
Sam
was,
first about it, and then
talk to her about why she wants to help her and why, and before she gives any permission for Tori to
Yeah.
come back, whether that's school or the house, she needed to talk to Sam. Like that was the perfect moment for Amanda to talk to Sam and
Mhm.
tell her about Tori's situation. Bring her make her understand that it's not just some sob story. It's
Mhm.
a real thing that Tori is
Yeah.
going through. And,
Right.
bring,
Yeah.
don't just say that you understand Tori's perspective and just tell Sam to let it go.
Right.
Bring Sam over to Tori's perspective.
Right.
And by informing her of Tori's situation and
Right.
showing it to her,
Yeah.
like this
Exactly.
is a real thing. Like that's what people need to remember. Like in season 4, like yeah, we're aware of Tori's situation. Amanda's aware of Tori's situation, but
Mhm.
Sam isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on one second.
No, you're good. Hey, Annabelle, you
Yeah.
want to say something? All right.
Huh?
So in the next couple minutes at 10 o'clock, I'm about to head out soon because I got work in the morning. But I just want to
Oh,
to
okay.
you guys. So, but like after when 10 o'clock is my time, but I got time on here. But I'll let y'all guys know. Okay, it'll be in a
Okay.
few minutes. Yeah, right after this. So.
Hey, I'm back.
Hello.
What's
Hey.
up?
So yeah, so that's and this is the part like where really this is like why Miguel is my favorite number 1 character because he acted like a more of a third party than Amanda did.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Because
Big Yell saw everything. Like he saw everything. He went through everything.
yeah, because
You
he
know what I'm
said
saying?
because here's the thing, he acknowledged that everybody last season was just Amanda was just telling Sam to let it go.
Yeah. Right.
But he acknowledged
Mm-hmm.
that Sam does say, "Hey, I get that you hate Tori.
Yeah.
I get it, and you have every reason in the world to.
Yeah.
But you don't understand what her situation is.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And for her to come forward and ask you for help had it been
Mm-hmm.
so had it been was such a big step.
Mm-hmm.
It had been so hard.
Yeah.
And like and now she's come to you for help and only you and you alone can decide where to take it from here.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam not only took those words to heart, but she took it a step further.
Right.
She went to Tori's house.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was a really, really brave and mature move that Sam made. And you could say what you want about Sam, but
Mm-hmm.
she didn't have to do that. She could have just called Tori
Mm-hmm.
up and asked her to meet over at her house or over someplace else. But no,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
she went over to Tori's house and she took a look. She took a look at what Tori, and I give credit to both characters here,
Right.
because because Tori could have just done what she did to what she does to Kreese, and just close the door and talk outside.
Right.
But she let Sam in. And I think it's
Mm-hmm.
because Tori's a skilled people reader. She knew Sam. She knew that she knew Sam had good intentions. Like, despite how she felt about her, despite her own personal feelings, she knew Sam came with good intentions.
Right.
And she let Sam in. And again, huge credit to Sam when she
Yeah.
found out, when she saw with her own eyes, like, she understood what she finally no, she finally sees, she understood. She
Mm-hmm.
finally sees what she finally sees what Miguel says, and said, and she understands why Amanda was so willing to help Tori.
Mm-hmm.
And right then and there, whatever feelings that Sam had towards Tori, she let go.
Mm-hmm.
She let go.
Right.
Right.
And Tori too.
Right.
Although it took a little bit of a nudge,
Johnny's
because
help.
like she didn't really want to work with Sam.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
he
when
really
Sure.
didn't.
when Sam suggested that they help each other, like Tori like gave a look, like, and in that moment too, I was like, Tori, just let it go. You
Yeah.
asked for help.
Yeah. You
You
did everything you did, right?
Right. You asked Sam for help and she's giving it to you. You need to, the least you can do is agree that both of you need to help each other. You need each other's help. Just let it
Right.
go. I mean, the only
Right.
time she softened was when Sam mentioned Stingray.
Yeah.
That thing about Stingray, about him basically admitting that Silver assaulted him at the old dojo.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's she so that's the whole thing, but she did let it go. It took
Mm-hmm.
some nudging,
Right.
but more nudging than it did Sam, but she let it go by it definitely altogether by um the third episode of season 6.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and honestly, that season 6 episode 1, I am glad that they like really grew to respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was, you could totally tell it was like awkward. They didn't know how to act around each other.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, and it was, yeah, they just the Sam didn't want to hate Tori. Like, after seeing what she saw, and again, it's a hats off of maturity for Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Right.
Right.
she didn't want to hate Tori, and Tori didn't want to really hate Sam. They just didn't know how to, with everything that happened, they didn't know how to get along with each other. And
Right.
they didn't know how to be in the same dojo as each
Mm-hmm.
other.
Right.
Uh
Do you
and
mind say something? Sorry. Sorry to
yeah.
interrupt. So I'm about to head out right now because I got work in the morning. But I just want to stop by to see y'all for a little bit. I thank y'all for letting me and stuff. And thank you for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I didn't mean, you know what? Before you go,
Yeah,
why don't
for
you
sure.
talk about your thoughts on Sam and Tori's relationship, rivalry, friendship before
Yeah,
you
for
go?
Yeah.
sure. Actually, I actually like that. Like, like in the beginning, it went like went like rivalry stuff, like enemies and stuff, and then at the end of the season, it went up to like friends and stuff, like learning like the truth behind each other and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the backstory and everything.
Honestly, I think going forward, um, it's tough to say like whether or not these like how these two relationship will continue to evolve.
Right.
But I mean, I do see them still saying like friends, and I think that they'll bring out the best and worst of each other. Like they
Hmm.
bring out the best in each other. They're the only ones that could give each other that push.
Right.
That push. And when I say worse, I don't mean like back to where it was where they hated each other and blah blah blah. And they wanted to
Yeah.
like see Tori wanted to see Sam's face at the end of her knuckles and
Oh
um
Lord. Yeah.
no. I just mean
Oh Lord.
like Tori and Sam will get there. That's why I was so upset that they had Tori go back to Cobra Kai because Tori
Yeah. That was
needed
yeah.
to be in part two because Tori needed to be a Miyagi Do.
Right.
She is the only one that could have pushed Sam to really lead.
Right.
To really lead. And Sam it like to me it didn't matter who was captain, who wasn't captain
Right.
as long as Sam and Tori and Robbie and Miguel were together because they were the only ones that could give each other that drive.
Hmm.
Because two were going to lead the team and two were going to carry the team. And honestly, I think that would have actually set Miguel and Tori up as the true captains of the team. Then because like I said, you have Sam and Robbie as captains leading the team, but you also have all right, all right, bye rapper.
All right.
Um,
See you later. Okay. I'll
yeah,
see you guys later. Okay. Talk
okay,
to you soon. Goodbye.
all right, bye.
All
All right.
right. Have a good night.
Have a
You
great
too.
night. Um, so you have Sam and Tori, and Robbie and Miguel. Like you have Sam and Robbie lead the team, and you have Miguel and Tori carry the team.
Yeah.
And whether they're Cobra Kai, or I mean, I don't know how. Like, I'm not saying that they should have how they would have gotten back to Cobra Kai. Like, they would have figured something out. I mean, clearly, obviously, keep whatever the same storyline, the same story where Miguel and Tori both witness Cobra Kai and Johnny's dojo. I get it. I get all of that. But in season 6, part 2. That is what I was hoping for. Like you give Sam the push that Tori's the only one that could give Sam the push that she needed to everybody was just relying. It's like, oh, why isn't Robbie leading? We need Robbie's head in the game. We have two leaders. What about Sam? And the only reason why Sam didn't really act as an effective leader was because Tori wasn't there. If Tori had been there, Sam would have led along with Robbie. She would have led because Tori would have pushed her. You needed Tori there. But because Tori was in Cobra Kai, she wasn't there. And that's what I didn't like because like I said, no matter who was captain and who wasn't in part 2, you would have had the leaders and the carriers in part 2. That was the only thing that mattered. Whoever wasn't the leader was going to be the carrier. And
Right.
and that I think that would have also set that up better for both of them. For like it could for both Miguel and Tori because it would have shown that like they are like they're they carried Miyagi Do as far as they did, and that's why Miyagi Do was as far ahead in the game as they were. And now, even though they're in a different dojo, it's a dojo that they're leading. And it would have just that kind of like would have been a better like foreshadow that they were even though they were supposed to be followers, they were the ones leading the team because they were carrying it, while Robbie and Sam just while pushing Robbie and Sam, while giving Robbie and Sam the necessary push to lead.
Right.
And going forward, and that's how I see it. And I'm really glad that even though that they weren't on the same side, even that's like, this is the one thing that I'm glad about Sam and Tory, not about Tory being in Cobra Kai. I'm really glad that it did not put them back in their rivalry. Like, I'm really, really super glad about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's like, even though they weren't in the same dojo, they were still on the same side. Like, they didn't have that hatred anymore. Like, they didn't want to fight each other. And I do like respect Sam for saying this. Like she makes it clear, like she makes it really clear that she doesn't know what Tori's going through. She doesn't know what it's like to lose a parent, but wishes that Tory would have gone to Sam, because she's right. That would have brought them closer together. I mean, I hated that. I hated how things ended in season 5. I mean, and in episode 5 of season 6, like, where Tori was right back in that mindset of her season 2 self. She wasn't realizing what she was doing to Sam, and like, come on, that's not fair. Like, Sam had no idea that Tori's mom had died, and like, Sam was not Tori's punching bag. And Johnny was just acting like an idiot, like saying, "Oh,
Yes,
keep it
exactly.
going, keep it going." Like, even though, I'm saying this now, it's like Daniel was right to stop the fight. Both Daniel and Amanda were right to stop the fight. Because somebody was going to get hurt. That fight was not going to end well, not for either of them, no matter what. And I'm sorry, but Johnny wanting it to, I get Johnny. He empathized with Tori. He understood Tori's situation. And I get that he was legitimately, in his mind, that this was legitimately trying to help her. But no, because 1, Sam did not want to fight. And 2, again, Sam is not Tori's punching bag.
Right.
Not fair. That's not fair to Sam. And I do hold Sam very high on this. Like, when she was told that when Tori revealed that her mother had died, she said, "No, Tori, listen." Like, and Tori wanted to keep fighting. Like, Tori, no, listen. I want to fight too, but not like this. This is wrong. This is wrong. Both of them just wanted a legitimate fight, legitimately fair fight, where both of them are in clear headspaces. And it doesn't even seem, and at that point, it doesn't seem like that's possible. And it's like there wouldn't have been a fair win either way if that fight continued.
Yeah.
And that's all really Sam and Tori just want with each other on the mat. They want it to be a fair fight, no matter who wins. And I respect that about both their characters. And honest, and like I said, Johnny was. I get where Johnny was. I get where Johnny was coming from, but he was an idiot for wanting that fight to continue. And I love how they didn't let go of the respect that they had for each other. Sam, both Sam and Tori, they just they held on to it. They held on to their friendship. It was like that. They held on to the fact that, yeah, Sam is Miyagi Do. That doesn't make her my enemy. Tori's Cobra Kai. That doesn't make her my enemy. When it's like they held on to that. And like, even to the point where Tori was legitimately surprised that Sam had her back, even though she was Cobra Kai. And to be honest, there's no doubt in my mind that Tori would have had Sam's back in that brawl. She would have come to Sam's defense, even if at that moment, even if she doesn't think it. I know it. There's not a doubt in my mind that if Sam was in legitimate trouble in that brawl, Tori wouldn't hesitate to come to her defense. And honestly, that would have actually been a full circle moment when you think the ground, because Sam came to Tori's defense when Sensei Kim had her on in season 5, when Sensei Kim had her on the ground and was stepping on her injured hand, came to her defense and knocked Sensei Kim flat on her back. And in season 6, part 2, came to Tori's defense. When came to both Tori and Robbie's defense when they were being attacked by the Iron Dragons. And like, she didn't hesitate. So kind of wish there would have been a moment where Tori would have come in either at some point in the brawl in season 6, part 2, or part 3 even, where Sam was struggling a little bit and Tori came to her defense the same way that Sam always came to hers. Like, that would have been a really full circle moment. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad how these two relationship evolved. I'm really glad how they took their time with it and watched it, and how they allowed it to grow, and seeing these two come forward, going forward. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how it continues to evolve. Like, yeah, I don't think it'll be best. Oh, whoa, talking about boys having slumber parties and their jammies, and I don't think it'll ever be like that. But I do think that it will be the kind of friendship. It'll be like the kind of relationship / friendship where they bring out the best in each other, because they're the only ones that can. They're the only ones that can really give each other that push they're the only ones that can give each other that necessary push for the other to be at their A game, even more than their A game. Like, they give each other that drive. They give each other that reason to work, to train even hard, to fight even harder for everything that they have. It's like they balance each other out.
Yeah.
And that's how I see this relationship between them going forward, them balancing each other out in terms of succeeding.
And I think that you answered the, the next topic.
Oh, which was? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, I don't know if they'll necessarily have a spin-off with each other. And
No, I mean, um, I mean, not with each other, but
yeah,
um,
I know what you mean. I'm just
meet
saying, like,
one day.
yeah, yeah. No, no, I know what you mean. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think that. I'm just saying that I don't think that they'll have a spin-off together with them with a Sam and Tori spin-off. I don't together. I mean, they could. I just don't see it in the near future. They definitely could, but I don't see it in the near future. But I do see um Tori maybe, and this is and that's a big maybe. Um Maybe appearing for a couple of episodes in a Sam spinoff to, like I said, to give Sam that push that she needs to succeed what she needs to succeed in. And in terms of the Miyagi legacy, Miyagi-Do karate. And Sam, vice versa. I could see Sam again, big maybe, big maybe, appearing in a Robbie and Tori spinoff to give Tori that necessary drive, that necessary push that she needs to succeed beyond her limits in terms of in terms of karate, or in terms of fighting, whatever it is that she's doing, or a competition, whatever. Because, like I said, they're as of right now, as of right now, um, depending on the spinoffs, but as of right now, I am saying that Sam and Tori, they balance each other out. They are the only ones that can give each other that necessary push to succeed beyond 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 what they set out to do, no matter what that is. Whether
Right.
that's whether that's Miyagi-Do karate where Sam is concerned, or competitive competing competitive for competing competitive karate for sponsorships where Tori is concerned.
Yeah.
Like I said, they balance each other out. They give each other the perspective that the other needs. And even bigger than that, they give each other that necessary drive and edge and push to to succeed even further than what they intended to.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add, Underground? What's your thoughts on this relationship? What and where do you see them going forward?
Um. Oh, from all right. From the beginning. Um. I absolutely loved their rivalry. Um. Um. Just how dark and gritty it was. um with them hating each other so much that that it nearly got bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, and 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 the fact that they apologized and acknowledged on what they have done and apologized and became friends after all of that.
Yeah.
That was outstanding.
Oh, outstanding, big time.
Yeah.
I like I said, I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Um,
I thought that that was the best. I thought that the way that they did it was very well done. And like I said, I did not see it coming. And I even have my doubts. And like I said, I'm really glad that I was proven wrong. It's like one of those things you're glad to be wrong on.
right. The next topic, right?
Yeah. Didn't you say where do you see where do you see Sam and Tori going forward?
Oh, um, w- um, uh, uh, all right. If we, um, if we are talking about separately, um,
Yeah.
uh, um, I see them winning tournaments and becoming senseis.
Oh, definitely. What about together though? Like, I mean, and I'm not talking about their own spinoff together, but I'm
Oh,
talking about like Tori making appearances in Sam's spinoff and Sam making appearances in Tori's spinoff.
uh, together. Um, I think you basically answered that th- in the best way possible.
Yeah. And also too, I want to add on to their oh, thank you. Thank you, Underground.
Hmm.
Uh, Also, I want to add to what you've said. I agree 100%. I definitely see Sam competing in an Okinawan tournament, but
Right.
under not competitively speaking, but like um more about honor and honoring Mr. Miyagi's legacy. Hey, hey, CVO. Um,
Yo, what's up?
More about like honoring Mr. Miyagi's legacy and everything that Miyagi-Do karate was about and becoming a sensei in her own right in a way that her father couldn't and upholding upholding Mr. Miyagi's honor and and his family, and upholding Mr. Miyagi's family's karate the way that he wanted, the way that he always wanted it to be taught.
Yeah,
I don't see
I hear
Sam.
you.
I don't see Sam like she may get a trophy, but I don't see Sam. I see her taking that Miyagi route where she doesn't really acknowledge the trophy. It's like that's not the reason she goes into this tournament. She doesn't go in to win. She goes in for honor. She goes in fight to honor Miyagi's family's karate. She and she becomes a sensei, and when she gets that honor, that's what allows her, when she succeeds in that, that's where she becomes a sensei. And trophy or no trophy, medal or no medal, like,
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, they'll have her win the tournament, like, and they more than likely will give her either a like a medal, like they'll have her become a champion, and in Okinawa, if they do a tournament in Okinawa, because I don't see them doing the same thing with Sam. There's no way they're not gonna have. There's no way they're gonna just have her lose. Um, I don't see them like doing the same thing. Having them do this, Sam do the same thing. Um, I think I think if there's a tournament and her spinoff in Okinawa, I think that's the one that she'll win. But like I said, and she'll definitely get a trophy, a first place trophy or a first place medal. Um, and her dojo will win, but it's like I said, it's gonna be the sort of win where she's not going in this tournament to win the like to win the tournament. She's going into this tournament for the same reasons that Miyagi would want, like always wanted Daniel, like to to go into the All Valley tournament, um, or not go into the tournament at all, not to not to worry about, not to compete to win, but to compete for honor and and upholding upholding his legacy. And that's what Sam is going to go into this tournament, and in an Okinawan tournament with, and that's what she's going to win with, and that's what's going
yeah,
to be ultimately her real prize is in that moment. That's where she becomes a sensei, because um that's where she ultimately becomes a true sensei, a true Miyagi Do sensei that upholds the Miyagi family legacy. Like that's where she proves she truly is Mr. Miyagi's granddaughter.
uh, sh- um, she can have her own legacy, though.
Well, no, obviously she's gonna start her own legacy with that. I mean, that's something Daniel's never done. So she'll start her own legacy with that. I'm just talking about she'll uphold Miyagi's family's karate legacy the way that he wanted it, the way that he always wanted it to be upholded.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what Sam will fight. That's what Sam will go into this tournament fighting for. Not to win, not to win a trophy. Um, mhm. And not to win a trophy. She's not gonna. she won't go into the tournament with the exact same reasons for Daniel that Daniel went into it, but she'll go into the tournament for the same reasons that Miyagi went into it. And that is win, lose, no matter. You 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 fight for honor, then no matter what, you come out the winner.
Yeah.
And that's what Sam will be fighting for. And that's what's ultimately going to allow her to win. Like I said, that's what's ultimately going to allow her to win. That's what ultimately going to show that she is Mr. Miyagi's granddaughter. That she is the one that's going to uphold Mr. Miyagi's family's legacy while starting her own legacy, while forming her own legacy. But she ultimately is going to be the one that upholds Mr. Miyagi's legacy, family's karate's legacy, the way that he always wanted it to be upholded, while at the same time forming her own legacy and doing it her way.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying now, Underground?
I do.
What do you and Tory the same thing. Tory's going to be competing in tournaments, and what's Walk 'em Down?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That's right.
Same thing with Tori too. Like, I mean, Tori's going to be more like she's going to be competing more for financial reasons, which again is not a bad thing. Uh, it's not a bad thing. And it shouldn't be treated as a bad thing because Tori needs the money. You know, this is her career. This is her passion. But I think more it's going to be more like that's what she makes it all about eventually. Like before she's going to treat it like as a career, but eventually she's going to see that this is her passion and that's what she needs to fight for. She needs to fight for her passion, not for money. Now, like I said, nothing wrong with that. And when nothing wrong with that because she does need the money. But when she ultimately when she ultimately gets to that point where she decides to fight for passion, that's where she ultimately is going to become a sensei. I like that CVO, the Bonsai Badass Legacy.
Them walking down on the mat. Okay.
Okay. Um. So that's what I think too. It's like that's where ultimately Tori will become a sensei, where she chooses where she chooses passion.
Yeah.
Where she follows her passion. What do you think, Underground?
Um. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Sam and Tori are those uh characters who follows their passions separately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what chosen.
Yep, Nichols is the Tooth Fairy.
Oh my god.
Um, CVO, I'm just curious, what does walk 'em down Sam mean? I'll be right back, underground, but you can keep going, okay? I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey. Uh.
Okay, so 3 good moments and 3 bad moments. Do you want to go first, or should I? I've kind of gone first the past couple of times. Do you
Yo,
want?
underground. You ready for? Hell yeah, I am. Let's go. Um. Yeah. I'll go. Uh. Um. 3 good moments. Um. Yeah. One good one is that they they apologized to each other. Two, uh, they trained together, and three, that they are uh uh friends now,
Mm-hmm.
and three bad ones. Yeah. Um. One, they they they'll one, the fact that hated they hated each other. Um. Um. That they nearly destroyed each other because of their rivalry. Um. Um. And the fact that um they even had a rivalry over something small. I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah, it was pretty small, but
Yeah.
um,
I'm done now.
yeah, that was
Good.
believe it or not, though, that was a legitimate like the something small, namely Robbie and Miguel, was just
Um.
like over the bigger of
Okay.
what they actually were, of what it actually was that was the problem between them. Um, three good moments.
Yeah. Good.
I'm just gonna say Sam going to Tori's house.
Right.
That was the best moment. That was like there it was where it finally ended. There it was. Um, best moment right there. The other best moment, the apology scene in season 6, part 3. That was really good. That was the best.
Right.
I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah. Me
I'm
too.
okay. But yeah, yeah. So, do you have any more after this?
Um. uh, Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep going. Um, so the apology scene. I mean, unless of
Yeah.
course you want to like maybe make like a part 2 live stream for next week for Sam and Tori. I mean, if you can't continue, I mean, it's up to you.
I can continue.
Okay, all right. So
I can.
yep, so can I. So the part 2 apology scene, I thought that was really great, really
Yeah.
beautiful moment. Um, and the Season 6, completely underrated. Complete, in my opinion. The in regards to these two, but season 6, episode 12, every scene that they were in, best moment, best moment.
Okay, okay.
Season 6, episode 12, best moment because you can tell that no matter what happens between them, no matter what they were looking ahead, and it's like they were just gonna be there for each other. And with Sam even pointing that out. That no matter whether she's Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do, her friends will always have her back.
Yeah.
And she was including herself in that statement. And it just really goes to show you just how far they've come. Just how far they could be, even acknowledging that themselves. Like, Sam even said, things were different back then. We pretty much hated each other's guts. It's like, we
Yeah.
have come so far. It's like, she's like, we have just come so far. And it's like, they're not looking in the past anymore. They're looking ahead. So I like that. I liked every scene that they were in was a good moment. Bad moment. Okay, I get these. Bad moment. Prom fight. Sorry, but that was ridiculous. That prom fight never should have happened.
Right.
Bad moment. Another bad moment. I'd have to say the birthday party in season 4 birthday party. I mean, although I respect Sam's, I understand why Sam was doing it. Tori had given her a lot of, Tori had traumatized her. So I can't say that I blame Sam. It's just the way it's the way they kind of like played it off. They kind of like played it off too cartoony,
Oh yeah.
kind of like really ridiculous. And the I'd have to say season 2, their first interactions with each other, that first moment that they met. It's like they both were annoying at that point. Like, Tori was like stealing vodka and even making jokes that she could steal half the silverware and encouraging Aisha to drink when she just first met Sam. It's like, oh yeah, Tori, that's a really great first impression. Show off that you're a thief. And then you wonder why Sam will like immediately jump to the conclusion that you stole somebody's wallet. That you stole her mom's wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, real great impression. And Sam was, I mean, like I said, I mean, I get why she thought it was Tori, but she really messed up the way she handled it. Like grabbing Tori's bag like that when Tori denied having it.
Oh
Was
yeah, huh.
messed up. And Tori pushing Sam onto the food cart and not even trying to help her up after she did that, just walking off. And I want to add another bad moment. Um, when they met each other again at the roller rink.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was awkward enough as it is.
Yeah, but that was like really ridiculous, and it was like Tori shoving Sam so like immaturely because she was talking to Miguel, and, and because she was talking to Miguel was just it's like first of all, Miguel approached Sam, not the other way around. Um, and second of all, she's allowed to talk to Miguel if she wants to. And third of all, just do your job, Tori. You can't afford to get fired from this one.
Yeah.
It's just like it just seems so petty, like from both ends, not just Tori's end. It just seemed way too petty, like like ridiculous at that point. I mean, and like in that moment, I realized they were trying to really set up this legitimate hatred between them, but it was like one of those scenes where it was just like really annoying.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Anyway, those are my three best and worst moments of them. You want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah.
How many topics do you have?
Um. Okay. All right. Let's see. We already talked about this one.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this one, and and I think we talked about the cameos in Robbie and Tori show, and
Yeah.
and and the cameos in Sam and Miguel.
Yeah, we did. We did talk about that.
Um. All right. For me, um, um, the cameos that I'd like, the other cameos that I like to see are Sam, Johnny, Carmen, Laura, um, Sam, Johnny, Carmen, Laura, Axel, and Zara.
Okay. Okay. Although Zara, I see more as making more of a not really a cameo, but
I
make,
mean, it makes sense though.
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like I see her making more than just a cameo. I see her being like a main, like a main antagonist in a main antagonist in
Oh yeah.
in a Tori and Robbie spinoff.
Oh oh. Thank you, chosen. Um, Miguel as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Um, as for the cameos in Sam and Miguel, um, Amanda, um,
Well,
Daniel.
actually, um, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
Okay,
Courtney Hangler, Amanda's actress, she retired.
I know,
No,
I
that's what
know,
I'm saying. So it's like she can't really make a cameo.
I know. Yeah. Um, um, yeah. Um, yeah. Um, um, I am. I get what you're saying, but um, um, and I know she retired, but um, I am, I am just saying who I, I like to see.
No worries. Yeah, no, I get it.
Um, Daniel, Amanda, Anthony, Moon, uh, possibly Moon.
I could see Moon in Okinawa. Oh my God.
Um, Aisha, possibly. Uh, Carmen, Louis, and possibly Robbie and Tori.
Okay, that would be great. Those are great cameos.
B- but um, but uh, but the story has to make sense in order.
Oh yeah, and they'll find a way to do it. To make for have them make cameos. They'll find a way to do it.
We need more Robbie Sampsons.
Yeah.
Um, and for my last topic, do you think Tori's brother will make an appearance in the Tori and Robbie spinoff? Because for me, I honestly think that he will.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility. I really do. They could find a way to bring him into the story, at least make an appearance. I mean, whether they do or not, that's debatable. They could always have
Yeah,
her say, they could always say that she's hidden, like he's somewhere else, staying somewhere else, whatever. But Tori's taking care of him, making sure that he has everything he needs.
Hey, Chosen, anything's possible now. Yeah, anything's possible in this universe.
Yep, definitely. This was a great, great live stream. I loved it. I loved being. What about
Yeah.
you? What about you, Underground?
Um, I liked it, honestly.
Yeah, I think it was our best yet. Oh yeah, Chosen. Cobra Kai actually itself proved that anything is possible.
Oh wow.
Anything itself.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here
Yeah.
for. Oh, um, um, um. Okay. There is a. All right. All right. There is a idea that I want to talk with you about. Um, after after the podcast is over.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great night, Chosen. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great happy holidays.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will see you next week. Um, for for episode 56 of the podcast, and what the topic is, that will be a surprise as well.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Take care. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, of course. And we will see you next week.